What is up? What is good? Welcome to the channel. Hope you have a great day. Remember, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Posting 2 new videos every Monday and Thursday. Let me fix this brightness, and you don't want to miss it. All right, we're outdoors today. This is something different. We're talking to girls at the gym, but we're not at the gym. We're outdoors. We're gonna be shooting hoops, and that's because I've been waiting. I've been trying to get today's guest on here for a while. Schedules never linked up. And then we were playing ball the other day, and she said, and then we decided, like, you know what? Let's play basketball and do this instead. Today's guest. You ready? Yeah. Today's guest, we got Lauren. You've seen her in you've seen her in the Instagram stories. You've seen her on vlogs before with her and her fiance Ben. Lauren, introduce yourself. Let them know a little bit about who you are.
All right, I am Lauren Onesi. I am a website and graphic designer. I do a lot of content creation. Lived here for 4 years. Very active. I love basketball.
Gotcha. I think in one of the videos, Lauren and I had a basketball competition. Where's the sun?
Oh yeah, the shootout.
Yeah, the shootout, and she beat me. I was hands down. She hit those shots. I was like, damn it, one up on me. We played the other day. Her and I actually teamed up against our friends, Ben, her fiance Ben, and our friend Jared, and we beat them to 21 in the longest basketball game ever. So today, we're gonna play ball. We're gonna get to know her a little more. Welcome.
Took my heart and you ran it over. These days, life's been a freeway. Time just keeps flying and I can't keep up. And they say I need to face things. I say I'm trying. But...
All right, got warmed up, got loose. Bringing on the first question. So you said you're a website designer and content creator. What got you into it, and what keeps you motivated to keep doing more?
So I grew up like super into like anything creative, and I never really liked going down like the typical path of like working a job and having a boss. I'm not very good at that. And so I joined a health and wellness company when I was 18, got really into health and wellness, became a personal trainer, started an Instagram in 2014 and created content for that for years. And then the past like year and a half, I realized I love the content creation part the most, design, etc. So now I have a website design business and I love it.
Awesome, that's awesome. So what was it like to I feel like, what did your parents think saying like, all right, you're not going to school? Like that's I feel like, especially back then, like parents are like, you gotta go to school. Like today in today's age, it's normal. It's like, you know what, I'm not gonna do school. I feel like back then it was like, yo, you gotta go. Yeah,
so I like knew I didn't really want to go to college, but my parents were like, just try it for 1 year. So I went potentially to play basketball, and then yeah, just tried it for a year, and they were super supportive when I didn't want to go, so I always appreciate that forever.
That's fantastic. All right, so the first game we're gonna do, we're gonna get to know, that's awesome, actually, I love that.
I also was in the company, the health and wellness company, when I dropped out.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you
like,
didn't just...
I had something
yeah,
I
gotcha.
was like working on, yeah.
Very cool, yeah. That's wild. All right, so we're gonna play, so the first game we're gonna do horse, we're gonna have a shootout, and then we're gonna do at the end of it, we're gonna do your off-arm shot. Like, we tried to left-hand shoot a free throw. Didn't work out as well as we thought it would, but we'll see how this goes. We're gonna play horse right now. How well do you think you can do?
I have no idea.
We saw in the warm-ups right now, like I was hitting.
These days, life's been a freeway. Time just keeps flying and I can't keep up. And they say I need to face things. I say I'm trying, but it's not enough. These days, life's been a freeway. Time just keeps flying and I can't keep up. And they say I need to face things. I say I'm trying, but it's not enough.
Must be nice playing with a girl's ball.
Roundabout. Every time I try to exit, I find myself right back where I started out. It's not about the cards I've been dealt. I've been playing my hand. I just don't understand. Guess that I should quit while I'm down. Gave it all that I can. Took my heart and you ran it over. These days, life's been a freeway. Time just keeps flying and I can't keep up. And they say I need to face things. I say I'm trying, but it's not enough. These days, life's been a freeway.
How'd that game go?
You know, it went pretty well, and if you would have had more fair shots, I probably would have won.
It's a game of force though. You just come up with what you can, and hopefully they can't do it. But yes, so where do you draw inspiration from? Because doing like websites over and over, like how do you make each one unique to your client?
So every client is obviously different. Like I'll do like holistic health coaches, which is like its own niche. Obviously it's a lot of like colorful smoothies and salads and stuff like that. And then I do like PTs, like a lot of physical therapists. So that's like a totally different thing. So I feel like because I have diversity with the type of websites I do and graphic design in general, it keeps it like fresh and interesting. So yeah.
And so how does the process work? So like, do you talk about like what the client wants, or do you say just trust me, I got this?
So some clients that come to me are more creative. Like some people just have more of a creative eye and know exactly what they want. So they'll come to me like, I want these colors, these fonts, I have these 3 photo shoots done, and this is what I want. And other people are like, here's 10 photos, here's 2 colors that I kind of want, like I'll leave it up to you. I feel like the most important thing for a really good website is having a professional photo shoot, because you can only do so much with like low quality photos. If you have good photos, you can get pretty creative.
Awesome. All right, since you do so much work for other people, like what helps you or motivates you to help push your brand, like Lauren Onesi? Like what pushes you to do more for yourself?
I've always been like super pulled to just like freedom. Like when I have kids one day, God willing, like I want full-time freedom to travel, do whatever, whenever. And I've always had like a crystal clear vision of what I want. I'm really big into like visualizing what I want. And so like by holding that vision in my mind, I'm able to like produce what I want throughout the day and do what I want throughout the day because I keep my goal in mind.
What about times where you're not motivated, where like some days are worse than others? How do you pull yourself out of that situation?
I just give myself the day, whether it's like a beach day or a date night with Ben or literally just doing nothing. I just give myself the day to reset and start the next day fresh, because I'd just be pushing it off if I don't do that. So
I love that you give yourself that day, because a lot of people can't do that. They're like, I have to get out of this now, I have to get out of this now.
Yeah.
And then like you said, I think you mentioned it, if you try to do that, you're just gonna carry that same stress to the next day. Perfect. We're doing the 3-point shootout. So she beat me in this last time. So what we're gonna do is here, baseline, wing, top of the key, wing, baseline. We're gonna go 2 shots from each side. Whoever makes the most wins that round. Good luck.
good luck.
Brief pause. Stay tuned till the end of this video because there is a giveaway.
I'm surrounded, I'm getting older, so I'm people around me. The tide don't let up, and I'm surrounded up. You know how it go when you living on the hope of your past life. And I feel I can't take it no more. No, I can't keep up, it's just never enough. Life just keeps on giving me detours and never lets up, always switching it up. These days, life's been a freeway.
So I was supposed to bring my own basketball. So I was pumping the ball, and as I was pumping it, was like, it's like there's no air going in it. So we've been using Lauren's ball. It is the women's size ball. I'm telling you guys this right now. When she beat me last time, she beat me by probably like 6 shots. So this right now, this feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. So on the shootout, we're tied 1-1. On the day, I'm up 2-0. Saw the thank you. You saw the competitiveness in this woman. What's speaking of just your competitive, is like obviously that's a drive. What are some of the challenges that you face to like get this free time, get this like lifestyle that like you and Ben have, like working for yourselves and really believing in that moment?
So it took a lot of failed attempts at things, and I'm huge on like, I would rather do something I love and make less money, at least to start, than to force myself to do something I don't like. So with that has come like challenging financial times. Like before I moved down to Florida a couple years ago, like it was really, really rough. And the only thing that kept me going, like coming back to the last question, was like having that vision of what I wanted. But I would say taking the leap to like do what I love rather than for the money has been like the hardest part of like getting to where I am today.
Got you. And speaking of that, because like, obviously, like especially like money, it does play a factor because it does help you live a lifestyle that you want, and helps you live a lifestyle that you want, and also gives you that freedom of like doing these vacations, doing something big. So sometimes I always, like especially with me when I first started, I focused way too much on the money. How did you not let the money really blind what you needed to do?
I think maybe because when I started everything, I still lived in PA, and the cost of living is really low. So like I didn't have to like overthink it as much. Like down here, it's like totally different. I feel like if you start a business down here, like you're just in a different game because the cost of living is so much higher. But where I was, I didn't really have to think about that because it was pretty easy to make my needs. So I was able to like focus on what I wanted.
Gotcha. And then what are some of the things that you and Ben are like striving for, like as a couple? Like they got engaged recently. So what are some things that you guys are working on together?
We've been building our faith a lot recently. We lost 2 super important people in our life last year, and it brought us a lot closer to God, so that's been a huge focus. And we want to start doing something as a couple. We've always had separate businesses, so we're trying to think of something, but we don't want to force it, so I don't know, we'll see. I see them at the gym a lot. It's obviously they do a lot of things together. So I think my favorite one was we guys did like the workout challenge, like lifting. Like we all know like Ben Strong, like he was able to do like lift Lauren, like we got that. But seeing Lauren try to lift Ben, like was it deadlift, squat, things like that. Those are entertaining. Their links are going to be in the description, so make sure you go check them out. Next thing we're gonna do, we're going with the offhand. We haven't realized how we're gonna do this just yet, but we will pick like 6 shots. Yeah. We'll pick 6 shots offhand, 10 shots, best of 10. Okay. Perfect. Here we go. All right, so here's what we're doing. Outside the key, 4 shots left-handed, 1 shot the free throw, 1 shot top at the top of the 3-pointer. This will be fun. I feel like when I do my left hand, it's really just like a shot put and pretend to follow through. So we'll see how this one goes.
Myself right back where I started out. It's not about the cards I've been dealt. I've been playing my hand. I just don't understand. Guess that I should quit while I'm down. Gave it all that I can. Took my heart and your brand and it over. These days life's been a freeway. Time just keeps flying and I can't keep up. And they say I need to face things. I say I'm trying, but it's not enough. These days life's been a freeway. Time just keeps flying and I can't keep up. And they say I need to face things. I say I'm trying, but it's not enough. I'm getting older, so are people around me. The tide it don't let up. I feel I'm surrounded. I'm getting older, so are people around me. The tide it don't let up. Feel I'm surrounded. I'm getting older, so are people around me. The tide it don't let up. I feel I'm surrounded. I'm getting older, so are people around me.
All right. 3-0. This time. All right, so
1-1, really.
1-1, yes, exactly. So being within the design, like there's little details here and there, and I've seen Lauren like when I just like think of like very detail oriented people, like she is very one of them. She is very one of them. She is
one of them.
One of the most detailed people I've met. Why do you? It seems to sound dumb to say, like what is it about like paying attention to that detail that makes everything come together?
So I read this quote once, like 5 years ago on Canva. If you guys use Canva. And it said like, when people, I forget the exact quote, but it's something like any piece of design is going to get a reaction. It could be good or great, but you want to aim for wow. Like that's what you want to aim for with design. And ever since then I've been like, how can I make this like 10% better? Like when I'm done with anything, I'm like, how can I make this better?
Gotcha. And then when do you find, what's that like, this is it, this is exactly what we envisioned? When's that moment you're like, I'm done, I don't need to do any more?
I don't know. I feel like I try to always like create from a flow state, and when that happens, like you kind of just like know when it's done. I don't know how to describe it.
Gotcha. Speaking of flow state, yeah, I follow your glow with flow. Yeah. What is that? What is that? So I see you post little like snippets here and there. Yeah, here and there. And I've made a couple of your and Ben smoothies, and they're great. I forget to repost it because like I really enjoy it. So like I'm one of those people where like I'm gonna eat before the camera eats. But so what is your thing?
So Glow with Flow, I used to be a holistic health coach, and I still love talking about that and like living that way. I just didn't like coaching anymore. So I have Glow with Flow, which is a monthly membership for recipes. They're all gluten, dairy, and soy free. I'm not like you have to eat that way, but a lot of people do have to eat that way now. So I figured why not make the recipes like that, and they're really good. They're
really good. I'm gonna make sure that same thing. I'll have that link down here also. Detail oriented, motivated, and driven. Like you guys are never done with what you're doing. Every time I see you and Ben, I always hear you guys talking about something new. I was like, damn, you're still going at it.
I feel like when I dropped out of college, I was very focused on like this like extravagant, like wealthy lifestyle. Like that's what I wanted at the time, and that's what I started chasing. And honestly, this is like kind of answering your question, kind of not, because although we work really hard, I feel like we work smarter than we work harder anymore, because I honestly have gone to a point in life where like after I lost the people I did last year, it put into perspective for me that like a simple life that's just like based in like love and faith and just like being a good person is the most important thing overall. So I feel like that's honestly what I'm chasing, and like the work just comes with that. I don't know. Like I'm trying to work smart so that I can focus on just like enjoying life.
No, that's perfect. I will say this too, because like even when I'm meeting Ben and Lauren, I met them all through like back 3 years ago.
Yeah, like 2020.
2020 during like the Balanced Athletic Leader Search and now Vitality. And back then I was doing all in-person training, and like majority of my time was just like taken up, like I have to be there. But meeting them, like when you meet people that inspire you to be better, like that's the damn truth, because now I only have like one morning client, one evening group, and everything else is all online. Like it's freed up so much of my time where like randomly they'll hit me up like, yo, Ryan, want to do this? Like absolutely I can. Yeah. And that's the best part. Like meeting people like you and Ben is like true like blessings that I never thought was gonna come.
Thanks, I love that.
So playing basketball, you're not the great, it sucks to lose. How you handling it?
I'm not handling it well at all.
She's holding it, and I'm telling you,
I'm not handling the 3-point shootout well, because
that one really threw me off too. Behind the camera I'm like this, like shit, she's probably gonna want to end this interview like, Ryan, I can't do this right now, we gotta do this later.
Wait, don't post the 3-point shootout.
I'll post little things of you making like from last week. All right, Lo, what's some of the social they can find you at? I'm also gonna link them in the description.
Instagram, Lauren Onesi. My last name sounds like onesie, or spelled like onesie. My YouTube, same thing. TikTok, same thing. And then I'm also launching a like loungewear company in honor of my mom and my best friend who we lost last year. And I'm launching it in June of 2022. It's called Sunny Day.
Gotcha. And so this video's coming out on Monday. Have you released anything yet for it? Like
no, the Instagram will probably be live like Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna link the Instagram down here also. Check her out. Be ready for it. Lauren, thank you so much.
Yeah.
If you guys made this far in the video, hit that thumbs up. Thank y'all for joining. It helps the channel grow. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, I want to do a giveaway too. All right, so so the giveaway we were talking about earlier, we're giving away a $50 gift card to Vitality brand athleisure wear that we're both sponsored by, and then also a $50 Nike gift card because we are basketball players. Nike's the only shoe you should be wearing.
And Nike shorts on.
Yeah, but so all you're gonna do is make sure you're subscribed to both our channels, follow both these Instagrams, and then comment down below when you've done all of that. We'll be choosing this winner. It's Monday.
48 hours after.
48 hours, 2 days. So we'll be choosing the winner on Wednesday. Other than that, hope you guys have a great day. Have a great rest of the week. See you in the next one.